Well, hello everyone. It's so nice to see all of you, to see so many people in this room who want to join our networking session. I'm very excited about this one. Uh, for context, my name is Kevin. I work for Hive. Hive is a global community of farmed animal advocates. So what we fundamentally care about is to connect people with each other, to other resources and to other opportunities. So precisely the kind of thing that you are hoping to get out of a networking session. I'll briefly run through the agenda today so that you roughly know what's going on, and I'll make a few notes to get the most out of your conversations. So firstly, we'll have 3 8-minute long one-on-one sessions. So do keep in mind, 8 minutes is very short. So it's really about roughly getting to know each other, see whether you can help each other out, and then ideally following up with each other maybe afterwards. So do make sure to take some notes on where you can reach these people, ask each other how you can best reach them. I mean, the Hoover episode, great. But you might want to prefer Slack or LinkedIn or WhatsApp, whatever you feel comfortable giving out to. After these, we will have a quick breathing exercise. I'm joined here by Chi, who's standing over there. I can't see her from now because of the, it's right, exactly. Chi is our Asia lead for Hive. So we do have various regional channels on Hive, including one for Asia, maybe in particular interest for many of you today. She will lead our breathing exercise to give us a bit more space in between. Networking can be very exhausting, especially if you're less extroverted. So hopefully that will be a welcome break. After this breathing exercise, we will do 2 more one-on-ones, followed by a group discussion of like 4 to 6 people where you can share your learnings with each other so that other people can learn from all the amazing people that you're meeting today. Then at the end, all of you have some papers with you. There's a QR code there as well that you can use to scan to give us feedback on the session. We are trying to improve upon the session every time. So that we will save some extra minutes for that. A few notes on the one-on-ones to get the most out of them. So firstly, you do have some prompts on the paper. I think they can be great conversation starters, but of course they are totally optional. Some of them might be more personal, some of them might be more professional, whatever you feel comfortable asking or answering. But of course you don't have to use them at all if you're great conversationalist. You can just talk about whatever you want or whatever you think would be most valuable. Then it is important to take notes because these 8 minutes go by very fast. You can take notes on your phone, or if you have a pen, there's also some space on the papers to do that. And then lastly, you can, if you are traveling to this conference alone, or if you don't know anyone, you can really consider this finding a conference buddy or someone that you can always kind of chat with when you're in the conference and you feel a bit alone. So hopefully you'll make some good friends, make some good connections, have some valuable conversations. Cool. I hope all of that makes sense. Now, ideally, we would move the chairs a little bit around just so that it is more spread out throughout the room. You can also stand while you talk, but I would suggest to get going with the first session, 8 minutes. After the 8 minutes are over, I will ring this bell. So it will be very loud in this room, so do make sure to really listen to the bell so that we can quickly switch between these sessions. And yeah, find yourself someone who you haven't met before, or at least haven't talked to before, and let's start with the first one-on-one sessions.
Hi, everyone. I think Kevin is too gentle with the bell. But it can be really exhausting networking. You should be, by now, know at least 3 new people. And you probably have a lot of tensions going out and a lot of information coming in also. So It will be a very quick meditation and visualization, and the whole purpose is just to bring us back to ourselves and just quiet down a little bit because it can be exhausting, introvert or extrovert. So can everyone try to find a place to sit down? If you want to stand, it's also okay. I just want you to be super comfortable now. And try to put all the attention back to yourself and back to your breathing. When you're ready, you can close your beautiful eyes. Close the eyes and try to bring all the attention back to yourself. Ignore the noise. Forget about the information. They might be important, but not now. Try a deep inhale. Deep exhale out. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. Exhale out. One more deep inhale. And this time, hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. Keep your normal breathing. Let's try to imagine now you're transforming into a very beautiful and very healthy chicken. And very cute one. You're very fluffy, light, and buoyant. Maybe move your wings a little bit. Shake yourself a little bit. You're very cute. Walk around or run around. Don't forget to breathe. What do you see? Is there any other animals around you? Do you see trees? Houses? What colors do you see? Inhale. Exhale. What do you smell? Maybe other fellow chickens. Do you smell grass? Do you smell food? Inhale. Exhale. How are you feeling now? Are you happy? Do you feel the wind on your face? Or maybe the warmth of the sunshine? Do you feel the earth under your feet? Is it moist or wet or dry? Inhale in. Exhale. What do you hear? Do you hear a bird? Do you feel the wind? Is it noisy, your chicken friends? Or is it very quiet? Inhale. Exhale. With each sound, you're coming back a little bit, back to your human form. Slowly coming back to your human body. If you need help coming back, feel free to use your knuckle to touch gently on your lips. And inhale. Exhale. You are now fully back into a human. When you are ready, you can open your eyes. Thank you, thank you, thank you for coming back to yourself and had a little trip and be a very beautiful chicken. Thank you. More networking time.
All right. So for the second half of the session, which is a bit closer in time, so we are kind of putting some things together, I would like to ask you to move into groups of 2 to 6 people, whatever you think comfortable with, and try to make it a topic of your conversation, what you've learned so far from the other people that you've met in the first half of the session, so you can transfer these learnings to other people. We will run 2 of these sessions, also 8 minutes each. So especially if you're in a larger group, it is important that everyone gets a chance to talk. So be mindful of the time, and then we'll have a brief wrap up afterwards. So find yourself in groups of 2 to 6 people, ideally people you haven't talked to before, and talk about what you've learned from the other people at this wonderful conference, please. All right, everyone. So it seems like you're all having great conversations, which I think is amazing, and I really appreciate all of the sort of connections. So for one last time, similar to this one, find yourself in a group of 2 to 6 people, and we'll do one last session of 8 minutes, similarly, talking about what you've learned from each other, and maybe even what you've learned from the people you've just talked to and what they've learned from each other. And then we'll wrap it up. I'll say a few closing words. Go ahead. All right, everyone. Unfortunately, our networking session is coming to a close. We do have to leave this room in a couple of minutes. Could I have everyone's attention, please, for a few closing words? All right. So, I hope you all enjoyed this session. Unfortunately, we only do have this room until 45, which is right now, but I'll still say a few closing words. I hope the organizers won't hate me for it. At the very least, they won't hate you for it. I think it will be all right. Thank you everyone so much for joining. I hope you had fun conversations or valuable conversations, or both, ideally. If you want to continue networking, I think lunch is being served in 15 minutes, so that's great timing. Also, if you are not already, I, of course, strongly recommend joining the Hive Slack. Could I get a brief show of hands of everyone who is already on the Hive Slack, just so that we have a rough overview? Awesome. So it looks like quite a few of you are already on there. If you're not, I think it's a great space to network around and meet other people. So you'll have a chance to join channels that are specifically for one-on-ones. If you enjoy these conversations, you can have more of them throughout the year. We also have regular events in which we run speed networking, very similar to this one, but online, that you can have basically every week, but we cycle through different time zones. We have a few volunteers here handing out leaflets, so if you are not on the Hive Slack yet, there you can find a bit more information about what we are doing. But if you enjoyed this networking session, I strongly suspect that you will enjoy connecting with other advocates from all across the world. Now, I would say let's go have lunch.